Hello students, welcome to the channel English 360. And as you all know that CBSE has released the latest sample papers for board classes, and as far as English paper is concerned, I have brought to you the solution of analytical paragraphs. So two analytical paragraphs were given there, so I have brought to you the solutions of each of them. And this particular data was given. This graph was based on this is based on bar graph, and we have to analyze this data and write an analytical paragraph. So before writing analytical paragraph and analyzing this data, let us have a look at the marking scheme issued by the CBSE regarding analytical paragraphs. So what they have mentioned here is, you can observe here that competency applied for overall expression. You have to write this whole paragraph in a single paragraph, and you have to use appropriate functional language are required to show trend progression and comparison, more, less, increase, decrease, or stable, so as to achieve cohesion. Cohesion means that our paragraph looks an integrated whole, the sentences look connected. And then there are, of course, there are marks for accuracy also. So according to CBSE's marking scheme, introductory sentence should be there, and it is a kind of paraphrasing, as it has been mentioned by the CBSE, that it is a paraphrasing means we have to write that opening sentence in our own words. The same question statement will be written, but in our own words. That is called paraphrasing, and a brief information can also be provided. So this is of half mark, this introductory part, and thereafter we have to identify the main trends there. This content is of 2 marks. We have to clearly identify at least 4 trends. 4 trends mean we have to see whether the data shows an upward trend or a downward trend, where it peaked, where it bottomed out. So all these things we have to mention there. And CBSE has also categorically mentioned here that focusing and extending one particular trend would be considered as one trend only. I mean, you have to specify 3-4 different trends. I mean, you cannot just brag about one particular trend and extend that only. You have to write different trends there which can be clearly observed, and in the concluding part you have to write the main inference from the data provided. This is also of half mark. So this is the solution to analytical paragraph given in the paper. So we can see that 2 digital devices have been given here, smartphones as well as computer. So we can clearly see that use of smartphones and computers is increasing year by year, as we can see that the bars are getting higher here in 2015, then 16, if we talk of 17, 18 and 19. So this is a clear trend that use of these 2 gadgets or devices, we can say, is increasing over the years. Secondly, we can see that this particular gray bar is higher than the black one in each year except the year 2017. That means we can safely conclude that there are more users for smartphones as compared to computers in almost every year except 2017. And if we talk of 2019, then the use of both the gadgets has peaked in this particular year, with more than 90,000 people going for the computers, and more than 1 lakh people purchasing smartphones. So it has peaked in this particular year. So we can frame this analytical paragraph in this way, that this graph shows the number of smartphones and computers purchased in Rishinagar over a period of 5 years from 2015 to 2019. This is our opening sentence. This is paraphrasing, means I have written the question statement in my own words. It is clear that people have purchased more smartphones as compared to the computers in each year except 2017, where more computers were purchased. So you can see that in 2017 the black bar is higher than this gray one. That means in 2017 now only more computers were purchased as compared to smartphones. The gap has slightly widened in the last 2 years, 2018 and 2019, where the difference between the numbers of these 2 digital devices is almost 15,000. As you can say that the difference between the heights of these 2 bars is maximum in last 2 years, 2018 and 2019, where you can say the difference is almost 15,000. And it can also be seen that there is an upward movement in the consumption of both the gadgets, and it has peaked in 2019, around 90,000 for computers and around 1,05,000 for smartphones respectively. And overall it can be said that consumption of both smartphones and computers has gone up steadily, with the former slightly more preferred over the latter. So consumption of both the gadgets has gone up steadily, and it is expected to rise in the future as well. So this is your solution to analytical paragraph based on bar graph. Then this particular statement was given. Read the following excerpt from an article that appeared in the magazine section of a local daily. The ban on single-use plastic is impractical. The purpose of articles like bags and packaging is ultimately to make human life easier. Plastic articles do this well, so they shouldn't be banned. So we have to analyze this given argument and we have to write a paragraph, and it has also been given in the question that you could think about what alternative explanations might weaken the given conclusion and include evidence that would strengthen or counter the given argument. So we have been given this particular argument that the ban on single-use plastic is impractical because it is quite useful, it makes human life easier, and it serves its purpose, so it should not be banned. So we have to analyze this statement and we have to come up with an analytical paragraph. If I support this argument and if I say that the ban on single-use plastic is impractical because it serves its purpose, it is quite useful, various single-use plastic products are used, like you can say carry bags and then straws, the disposals, small bottles, etc., and they're quite useful, they serve their purpose well, so they shouldn't be banned, and currently there is no alternative available in the market. Apart from this, they also keep the food products safer and fresher for a longer period of time. So there are many such purposes which they serve. So I'll write an analytical paragraph in this way. The can say the marking scheme is same for this analytical paragraph also. Half mark for introductory sentence, 2 marks for content, and half mark again for concluding line, and 1 mark for overall expression. So this particular analytical paragraph has been written in in the light of that given argument. So the given verbal clue outlines that banning single-use plastics such as bottles, grocery bags, plates, cutlery and straws, which make our life easier, is impractical. So I have written the same assumption, the same argument which is given in the question. The main reason behind their ban is a non-biodegradable nature which adversely impacts biodiversity. So the main reason behind their ban is obvious to each and everybody, that their nature is non-biodegradable. They cannot be decomposed easily, and that's why they adversely impact the environment. So we have to give some points either favoring this argument or against this argument, and those should be clearly stated. I have decided to favor this argument. However, this is impractical to impose an outright ban on single-use plastic products. Firstly, they prevent food wastage by keeping food and water fresher for longer and by reducing the potential for contamination. So this is my first valid argument, that they prevent food from being wasted and they keep food and water fresher for longer period of time, and they also reduce the chances of contamination. Secondly, SUPs or single-use plastics, medical instruments such as syringes, wraps, etc., they prevent infection. They obviously prevent infection. And finally, escalating costs and job losses for people involved in manufacturing SUPs are also the factors to consider, because there are a lot of industries manufacturing single-use plastics, and many lakhs people are employed there, so they will be rendered jobless if we just impose you can say a sweeping or a blanket ban on plastic outrightly. So it is not possible. Unless an alternative is available, there should not be a blanket ban on SUPs. Till then, people can be sensitized about its prudent use, proper waste sorting can be done, research to find alternatives be encouraged, and more ways to productively use plastic waste can be explored. So I have again given some suggestions here that till that time it can be done. People can be sensitized, they can be made aware, proper sorting of biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste can be done, and then some research can be encouraged to find you can say viable alternatives. And of course the concluding statement is, therefore the use of SUPs can be phased out in line with the availability of viable alternatives, and a blanket outright ban is uncalled for. So I have just concluded by saying that outrightly we cannot just ban single use plastic in one go or at one go, because this is pretty much in use and people are pretty much dependent on it, and we have to phase it out. We have to look out for some alternatives. We have to keep working on that also, and and we can phase it out in a you can say gradual manner, not at a one go. So this is analysis of the given argument. I hope that you have understood this topic, and if you have found this to be fruitful, then please like it, subscribe my channel, share this video, and please give your suggestion in the comment section also. Thank you.